What's up guys, Damian Keyes here. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are looking at the things that drive me insane. The absolute fundamentals of what you shouldn't do when releasing a single. Number one, spam links. Now I get about 20 of these every single day. DMs, YouTube comments, Instagram comments. It drives me crazy. No context whatsoever, just a link. Now let me tell you exactly why this is so bad, other than most people will think you're a dick. On the whole, most people won't click your link. But there's something worse than that, which is some people might click your link. And if they click your link, listen to 10 seconds and bounce, you've just given Spotify terrible data. You see, algorithms are run off data. It's constantly collecting data. And there's nothing worse than someone clicking on and clicking off. That's the equivalent of someone tasting a meal and going, "Bleh." They're not going to eat any more of it. And you've just told everyone that this meal isn't very good. So we need to play that algorithm. And if you just put an out of context link on there, expecting someone to not only click it, but listen to the whole song, you are playing a big gamble. To put this into perspective, this is the equivalent of going into a toilet, taking a slash, seeing a number on the wall, calling, and then going, "That's my future wife." Chances are it probably isn't. Number two, don't think small. Do something crazy. We are in a time where anybody can release music pretty much for free. But this is your release. You've spent so much time and effort and energy and money on your release. So let's treat it with respect rather than just going, "I'll just tell a few people about it." Let's do something bigger. Let's do something crazy. We are all capable of doing these things, but on the whole, we either don't think of it or we think it's too much effort. Let me give you some examples. What about on release day, you find your biggest fan and you fly them from where they are to where you are so that they can come and join your listening party? You're like, that's crazy. But how much is it going to cost on Skyscanner for a flight? What, 50 quid? 40 quid? 30 quid, depending where they are in the country or where they are in the world? You could probably find someone to fly 300 miles for the sake of 40 or 50 quid. It's not actually that much money. It is time and effort, and that's why people don't do it. What about give away your guitar? Something we've talked about in the past. People go, "I'm not giving away my guitar." Well, no, don't give away your guitar. Go and buy a guitar, go and play it on the music video, and then give away that guitar. How much is it going to cost? Well, what? An acoustic Tanglewood secondhand. What's it going to cost? $100? It's going to cost 50, really? But you're doing something that's special. And don't give away one guitar, give away 5. Who cares? Let's do something special that everyone's going to talk about, that everyone's going to be like, "Wow, did you really do that?" And that's going to bring proper attention for the right reasons. Or what about a golden ticket that you give to one person who gets guest list passes to any of your gigs forever? 'Cause I've got a golden ticket. Yeah, it might cost you a bit of money. Yes, it might be a hassle, but what a cool thing to do. What about writing a song, arranging the song, recording the song, mixing a song, mastering the song, and giving that to one person? You're like, what a waste. No, it's not, because that one person will tell the world. And that is stories. You're the one who did that thing. That is the power of marketing. So let's think big and stop thinking about just making a library and making a few calls to tell people about it. Number 3, don't upload your music the week before release, especially if this is your first release. You need to upload it at least 4 weeks in advance, 6 weeks if this is your first release and you need to claim your profile on Spotify. Why? Because things go wrong and because we're dealing with real people. So firstly, when things go wrong, you have to talk to people to try and get it put right, and that takes time, and you don't have that time. On top of that, when you're pushing this to playlist curators, usually you're fitting in with their time. So therefore, they need a couple of weeks to get ready. You can't just be like, "It's out, put it on your playlist now." It doesn't work. We're dealing with real people and real emotions. So give yourself time and be prepared that things probably will go wrong. Number 4, don't start with the ask, or as I like to put it, the dick pic. Every single day I will get a message saying, "Hey Damian," usually spelt wrong, and then it says, "Hey Damian, can you listen to my music?" And I just think, I don't know, who are you? I've got no context. I've got no romance me a little bit. Tell me a bit about yourself. Give me a reason. All of a sudden, I'm going straight in to listen to your music. Number one, we know that if I don't like it, I'm just breaking your algorithm. But let's face it, the chances are I'm not going to message you and say, oh, I think the vocals could come down, because your track's already finished. Think about how relationships work. If you send a dick pic, that's a douchebag move. If you say, hey, just want to let you know that I appreciate you for whatever reason, all of a sudden you're in a conversation. Now it's like, oh, thank you very much. You just played to my ego. At that point, it's like, yeah, I've got some music. I'd love to get your opinion on it. Yeah, cool, send it through. It's a very different approach. So don't start with the ask. And number 5, don't set yourself up to fail with excuses. Like releasing music, it takes so much time. Yeah, I know it does. Yeah. And it's costing me money. Yeah, absolutely it does. And I've got to make all of this social media. I've got to try and be consistent with it when I'm supposed to be writing music. Yeah, I know it's a pain. It's an absolute nightmare, but that's the way it works. The thing is, we are in a time where you do have control, but it does mean you have to play by certain rules. It means you can look after the audience, but it means you need to look after the audience. It means you probably do have to put some money into marketing. It means you do have to learn about social media. You do have to learn about distribution. You do have to learn about consumption, and you have to learn about the technology and the way people want your music and how you monetize it. But the golden rule is creativity trumps money every time. And organization trumps inspiration every single time. So go into this with your eyes open. Yes, there's going to be rejection. Yes, it's probably going to cost some money. Yes, you're going to lose some of your social life because of the amount of hours that you're going to have to put into this. But once you've got over that and you're prepared to learn about it, you're already past 50% of your competition who are making excuses every single day. So those are my biggest 5 don'ts, my biggest 5 pet peeves that I see artists do pretty much every single day. But I want to know your biggest pet peeves when you see other artists and bands releasing music, the things that really drive you crazy. So guys, do me a favor, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. If you haven't checked out DK Music Business Academy, now is your time. 7-day free trial. Click the link, which is in the description below. It's got 50+ hours of strategies like this. On top of that, you've got live sessions with me every single week. And on top of that, a community of amazing musicians in this from all over the world, and a database of over 7,000 curators that you could potentially get your music in front of. It's a no-brainer. Come and join me. Otherwise, I will see you again next week.